Moving on to topic number 5, we're going to switch to baseball, and it's Shohei Ohtani making history. Shohei Ohtani is the first player in Major League history to make the All-Star game as both a position player and as a pitcher. This guy has been nonstop in Major League Baseball this year. He's the best attraction for Major League Baseball here in 2021. He's been unbelievable at the plate. He's been great as a pitcher. See, now he's an all-star. He's an MVP candidate. This guy, it just doesn't stop with this guy, Brandon.
I agree. I mean, we keep having to talk about him every week because he keeps making history or like hitting 6 home runs in 6 games or, like, I don't know, man. This guy is amazing. Showtime, Shohei Ohtani, the young Japanese superstar that we all love watching. He just keeps delivering and just keeps giving us content to talk about. And so honestly, makes history, right? Makes Major League Baseball history being voted into the All-Star game as a pitcher and a positional player. All right, let's just call it a slugger straight up because that's what he got, voted in for. And so I think personally, let's end the talk now of him being as good as Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is maybe as good as Shohei Ohtani because Ohtani is the man. And like I said, I've been telling people he's better than Babe Ruth. There's no way Babe Ruth was throwing as hard as this guy is. And hey, Babe Ruth was just this big, overweight guy with a dad body, hitting balls out of the park because he was the best of his time. Shohei Ohtani's playing in an era of athletes, of amazing athletes, of, the sports science era, I call it, where everybody's a really great athlete and is in great shape. And he is the best right now. And he is leading the home run, leading the majors in home runs, hit another one today off our team, the Boston Red Sox. And even in this series against the Red Sox, has a few RBIs, a home run, has got a W on the mound. I think, man, just what can he not do is really the question. Like I said, I really want to see him in some catcher's gear behind the plate, calling a game because he's just so talented. I really think he can do it all. And it would just add to his story if he could just play every position on the field. Because I really think if he wanted to, I think this guy could do that. He's that talented. He's that good. Like I said, I keep saying he's got the movie star looks. He's 6'3". He's built like a wide receiver. I mean, this guy could play multiple sports if he wanted to. He's one of the greatest athletes of our time right now. And I mean, wow, we still got so much more to see of this guy. He's just really scraping the surface. But for him to break Major League Baseball history this early in his career, like I said, wow, man, what is he going to do next? And like I said, end the talks. This guy is possibly the greatest baseball player of all time right now. You honestly have to put him up there with the likes of Willie Mays and Ken Griffey Jr., in my opinion.
It might be a little early for those comparisons, but I do like his trajectory. It's certainly going this way, up and up and up. Like you mentioned, he hit another one today. He's now got 32 homers. His OPS is well over 1,000. And on the mound this year in 13 games, he's 4-1, 3.49 ERA. Just against the Red Sox, like you mentioned yesterday, he started the game as a pitcher, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs given up, 4 strikeouts, 0 walks against the Red Sox, who have a very good lineup. So that's an impressive stat line. Yesterday went 1 for 4 with an RBI double and a run. Today, 2 for 4 with a solo homer and another run scored. So this guy's been awesome. He's terrifying when he comes up to the plate. As a Red Sox fan, I see him up there. I'm like, I don't know what they're going to do right now. This guy's going to sock a monster homer. He's just one of those. He's probably the most feared hitter in baseball right now. We always talk about, in baseball, how certain players are just feared when they go up to the plate. Obviously, Barry Bonds in his prime, however that was helped. But even you talk about Ken Griffey Jr., you talk about some of the guys in the past, like a Babe Ruth, like a Willie Mays, when they come up to the plate. I remember Red Sox fans can go back to the 70s. Jim Rice was a feared hitter with the way that he used to mash baseball. So Ohtani's just like that. He's been so good. He's been so fun to watch. I really hope this helps baseball's popularity. It's a weird space right now for baseball because you've got the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to talk about both those in a few minutes. But hopefully baseball can ride this Shohei Ohtani wave of popularity and success into the All-Star game. It's going to be awesome to watch him pitch and hit in the same All-Star game. He's in the home run derby. It's going to be his 2 days. It's going to be 2 days of Shohei Ohtani, and I think that's great for Major League Baseball.
I agree. It's definitely great for Major League Baseball. A lot of people are going to be watching that game. I think I will be, and I don't even like baseball. I routinely say that on here. I don't like baseball, but I love Shohei Ohtani, and I'm starting to watch more baseball because of Shohei Ohtani. So he's bringing the eyes to the game, and that's always good. And, yeah, he's going to make history in Major League Baseball's All-Star game, so we'll all be watching it. You talked about him being a feared hitter against the New York Yankees. One of the pictures, he ended up having a balk called against him because he just didn't know what to do. He wanted to go into his pitching motion, but then he's like, I don't really want to try throwing to this guy. I'm going to make a mistake. And then he ended up getting called for a balk. So that is the fear that he puts in pitchers right now. And, hey, I know you didn't like some of those comparisons so early, but here's another one for you. How about putting him up there with Teddy Ballpark? Teddy Ballpark, Teddy Williams. I think he's up there with him as well because this guy is, like I said, he's amazing, and he's bringing the eyes to baseball, and people love him. So that's why I'm putting him up there with some of those guys.